Man, can I come to you guys really quick as a basketball purist? Like just a guy that I'm just in love with the game. I cannot believe sometimes I make money doing stuff like this. You know, I've worked hard, very hard in my life. But I'm so in love with the game of basketball. It is a pleasure and a treat to give you guys commentary, highlights. It is truly an honor. And for me, the fan came out over the weekend. I went to a Brooklyn Nets Atlanta Hawks matchup that's got huge playoff implications. Both of these teams are currently in the play-in situation. They're likely going to play each other again in a few days here for a spot in the playoffs on the line. And I got to watch Kevin Durant drop his career-high 55. I've been to about 3 or 4 games this year. I went to a Los Angeles Lakers game earlier in the year against the Atlanta Hawks. And LeBron didn't play, and he didn't make the trip to Atlanta. And, you know, I'm 28. You know, I've gotten the opportunity. I got to watch Kobe and Shaq live. I watched Kobe play like 10 times. You know, I've seen Giannis play. I've seen so many great players play. For me, not getting a chance to see LeBron play, I watched LeBron multiple times. I was cool with it. You know, it was what it was. I was fine with it. Seeing some of them kids' faces, though, likely their Christmas gift, you know, likely put some of their savings in it. Just all the LeBron jerseys that were around the State Farm Arena. A lot of them were Laker jerseys, some even Cleveland Cavaliers, some even Miami jerseys, all scattered throughout the building because they love LeBron. Seeing some of those kids not be able to see LeBron, and he only comes once a year, it was like, man, I'm not blaming LeBron. Like, LeBron is giving the game everything. It's not a LeBron thing. But it just hurt because LeBron is their guy. So many guys. He's the most popular athlete by a country mile. And it's going to be tough to try to buy tickets to see the King at this point in his career going forward. It's just that's where we are with it. It's just going to be tough to buy those tickets ahead of time. You want to plan accordingly, right? You want to buy your tickets ahead of time if you got to travel in, whatever. It is going to be tough to do that, though, with LeBron at this point in his career. He's given us so much, you know, been durable his whole career. I mean, he's father time catches up with anybody. Anywho, I was a kid in the candy store my damn self over the weekend. I was just like the kids that had on the Kevin Durant jerseys over the weekend. I got to watch KD drop 55 points against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, nobody else had it going for Brooklyn. I think Kai scored like 33, but he was off all night. This was all about KD's greatness. He would have went for 65, 68 had the Atlanta Hawks head coach Nate McMillan not brought the double team. I want to say this. I've always been appreciative of KD's greatness, but that was my first time ever watching him live. It was so special. Now, I called one of the greatest nights of his career. I called his career high 55. But I want to make sure I put more respect on this brother's name and, more importantly, this brother's game. He was a treat to see. I'm going to do a highlight for that game later in the day so you can see a little bit of what I saw live. I had my in-law with me. Man, as a fan, watching a legit 7-foot guy score at will on the perimeter. I mean, he couldn't miss with single coverage on him. He couldn't miss. I will for sure put Kevin Durant in any greatest scorer of all time. There is nobody in the league that could do what he did from the perimeter in that game. Nobody. Not the way he did it. And what I tell people about LeBron today, this is the first time LeBron's been there in his career. I don't want to make this a LeBron KD comparison video because I love LeBron. LeBron's going to end up with the scoring lead. KD's probably not going to be able to catch LeBron. But I want people to understand LeBron's a great scorer. It doesn't make him the greatest scorer to me. It'll statistically mean that when he passes by Kareem likely next year. For me, it just tells me how great of an athlete and how durable LeBron has been. When I watch Kevin Durant, when I talk about the ease of how he's able to get a shot off on every possession, that feels like a guy that could potentially compete with Kobe or Michael Jordan as the easiest scorer in NBA history. I'm talking about every given possession can get you a look, a good one. You feel better about his bad look versus anybody else on the court's open good look. That's how great of a scorer Kevin Durant is. And to see it live for the first time in my life, unreal. I had to come on here and just talk to y'all about how great Kevin Durant was over the weekend. LeBron isn't changing defenses today. Kevin Durant is. Like, LeBron can go get you 35, 38. He's going to win the scoring championship this year, most likely. No defense is changing for LeBron. If you're going to make 6 3-pointers a game, be my guest. We got to keep your big behind out that lane. You know, you're too great at the rim. He doesn't get to the free throw line as much. And he doesn't make them consistently enough. Teams are fine with LeBron dropping 35 if it meant he did it on 6 3-pointers. That's cool. You didn't really impact the game. Kevin Durant from the perimeter impacted the game. Atlanta had to bring a double to stop him. KD had to pass out of shots and find open guys. On that given Sunday, the guys weren't making the shots, so the Nets lost. Simple as that. I'm assuming when they get Steph Curry back, Kyrie won't have too many games like that. That's what it means to be a great scorer. When you impact a defense every time down, and I think KD's doing that. Giannis is doing it as well. Giannis ain't doing it from the perimeter, but inside, he is changing the way a team plays defense. Kevin Durant is the special talent that's doing it from the perimeter. He was spectacular against the Atlanta Hawks.